to the general. The general who is going to be Minister of Security. The general, we are going to make sure say, we can sleep safe our yard. The general who is going to help us take back South Manchester. The general who is going to win by 2,000 plus. When I say Peter, you say Bunting. Peter. 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 Comrade Chairman, Comrade Leader, comrades on the platform, comrades all. I have been attending joint meetings in Parish since 2007. And what I can tell you is that tonight, this is the biggest meeting Parish has ever seen. Comrade Leader, Comrade Wint has just arrived. Big him up. You're late. Sit down. Sit down. Comrade Leader, Comrade Wint, Comrade Phillips, Comrade Mitchell, and myself are in big trouble. How we going to move the amount of people to Mandeville mass meeting next Sunday, the 24th? Many of these comrades started with us at 11 a.m. this morning. And the level of energy that is still in the crowd at 7:30 is amazing. It's like you can't tired. Big up the comrades. Big up the comrades. You know, in 2020, there were people going around in Central and South Manchester saying PNP had been in those seats so long and didn't do anything. And me never say nothing, me kind of just watch how the thing go. But after they have had those two seats, what can they point to that they have done in the last 5 years? What I can tell you, in 2 terms in Central Manchester, I built a new Belfield Primary School. I built a new Mount St. Joseph High School. We made Bellier High grant-aided and added 1,000 public quality high school spaces. We built 3 new basic schools, Georges Valley, Anna Miller, Banana Grove. We added classroom blocks to Zion Hill, Macintosh Memorial, Mandeville Primary. In 2 terms in Central Manchester, PNP built more schools than the GLP has built in the entire Jamaica over the last 2 terms. But that is the past. I don't want to dwell in the past. I just want to show you the track record. But last night, we had a fantastic launch of the PNP's Manifesto for the 2025 election. And I want to tell you, so far, under the leadership of Mark Golden and a General Secretary in whom I am well pleased, Dayton Campbell, the PNP has not set a foot wrong in this campaign. The PNP road program sell off. The campaign music, blood and fire comrades sell off. The manifesto launch sell off. And now I want to talk about something which is in the manifesto. And I want the attention of police officers, nurses, all public servants who work overtime. Because I want you to know that the PNP is going to do this for you. In our manifesto last night, we gave a commitment that was launched last night. We gave a commitment that overtime pay for persons in the public sector and otherwise who earn overtime. If you are taking home less than $6 million a year, your overtime earnings will be tax-free under the People's National Party government. The PNP cares for public sector workers. The PNP would not behave as how the wicked Andrew Holness administration has behaved. We would not bully you into accepting 20% while we give the Prime Minister and his cabinet 300% increase. And right now, the offer on the table to public sector workers is 0%. 0% in the first year. That is disrespect. The People's National Party will do better than that. And you know, this JLP administration is so lie that they will do anything to stick to power. So one of the lies I hear them saying is that them trying to turn off the police. Them say if the People's National Party comes to power, they won't keep the Commissioner of Police. That is a lie from the pit of hell. First of all, we separated operations from policy in the 90s when KD night. So, a Minister of National Security does not direct the operations of the police force. But also, in our Constitution, there is a Police Service Commission. They are the ones responsible for selecting and appointing and promoting senior police officers. But more importantly than even those two, this commissioner is following the policies that were advocated by the People's National Party. So why would we want to replace somebody who is following our policies? We were always against the unconstitutional and ineffective states of emergency. And it is only since this commissioner has come to office and stopped that foolishness, because we challenged it in the courts, the PNP and others, and we wouldn't support the extension in the Senate, that wasteful exercise has stopped. And it is since then, and we are grateful that we see the murder rate coming down. But they could have started it 10 years earlier. Because of that, more Jamaicans have been murdered under this GLP administration in their 2 terms than any other 2 terms in the history of Jamaica. Comrades, the truth of the matter is that the vast majority of the JLP leadership are eater food people. They're in it for themselves. They're in it to enrich themselves. Them don't matter that is them buy new car for themselves, but old car for the police and old bus for the children. As long as them can eat a food off of the contract to procure those things. So the labor rights will tell any lie. All right, make the truck go through. As TJ said, we don't want nobody to get run over. The labor rights are not in it because they want to help the average Jamaican. They are in it to enrich themselves and their cronies. And that is why they are now shocked that the people of Jamaica are rising up and say, Andrew must go down. The whole of up, they must go down. Because Andrew belly full, but the people at the street are struggling to make ends meet. So comrades, know yourself. Know yourself. Don't sell out your future for a mess of pottage. Tell them, say you're not frightened for money. Them can't buy you like how they bought our ancestors. This campaign is not just about the next election. This campaign is about the next generation of Jamaicans, your children and your grandchildren. This campaign is about making sure that taxpayers' money are spent in ways that benefit you. Right now, when you go to Mandeville Regional Hospital, you cannot even get toilet paper. Yet, the government is spending hundreds of millions of dollars renting piece of the Mega Mart building, which has been empty since 2019 when they started the contract to rent it. Right now on Labor Day, we were at the basic school up in Trinity. And a mother said to me, Comrade Bunting, you don't know why the birth rate go down in Jamaica. Well, she said, me can't tell you about Manchester. We're afraid of the hospital. We don't want them kill we off or kill we picnic. But comrades, fear not, because the trumpet has sounded, and hundreds of thousands of comrades are answering the call all across Jamaica from Negril to Moran Point. And in Manchester, we are going to lead the way to ensure that we take 4 out of 4 and put Mark Jefferson Golding in Jamaica House.
Yes, everybody carry on. Anything and petrol and carry on. But we say big up every massive and we big up every crew. You know, so nobody.
So, comrades, as I wrap up, I want to remind you, and I want you to remind your neighbor, your family member, everyone, that this campaign is about putting someone in Jamaica House whose hands are clean and whose heart is pure. Someone whose integrity returns are certified can take shame out of Jamaica Eye and the international market. Someone who is not under investigation for illicit enrichment, like about 8 or 10 of them over there, led by Andrew Honis.
Then chat about things like those and
someone who comes to serve and not to scrape, and to ensure that all of you, your children and your grandchildren, can have a better life in this Jamaica. One love, one heart.
Bad mind people.